able to listen to your parents and do what your parents told you to do, if you're making money, you should be able to listen to another grown man give you instructions on how to do a job. So that is the lamest fucking excuse I ever heard in my goddamn life. So I don't even want to.
You don't know, Roy. You don't know my family story, so no, my mom don't raise me. My mom was never there for me, so
that's not the point.
That ain't what we're here for.
If you can sit there and bow down to an
No,
app,
yeah, you're right. That's not what we're here for.
Wait a minute. If you can sit there and bow down to what an app tells you to do, don't sit there and tell me you can't bow down to another man that your supervisor telling you what to do. Come on, bro. That is lame ass fucking excuse. I'm sorry.
Wait, bow down to another man. No, that's a hard no.
You know what I mean.
Wow,
Look at that American flag, people. That's the liberal Roy. That's the liberal Roy I know. That's the liberal Roy I know. That's the one I spoke to last time.
Roy liberal.
That's right. Look at that American flag.
You can't call Roy liberal. He's going to lose his shit if you do that.
Don't.
For the love of God, don't.
It's in there somewhere. We're going to get it out of them. We're gonna...
Hold on. What's that?
Roy wants the people to revolt.
Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying that's not an excuse to sit there and say you aren't grown up. You aren't grown up enough adult to sit there and say I can't take instructions, but yet you're bowing down to the app.
That's not the point.
Roy, aren't you a pizza boy who works for a W-2 company?
Yeah, so.
Dude,
so then why are you giving all these weird opinions about
hell no.
That's fire.
I don't understand.
Pedro, bring it in.
Time out, guys. Time out.
Bring it in for us, Pedro. Time out, Pedro. Let's do it.
So you can call me as a pizza boy all you want. But
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
I don't work 7 days a week.
Roy's an American. He's not a fucking... Roy's a cold-blooded American. He's not a freaking pizza boy.
I know, bro.
They don't know what that means.
I'm not saying it's bad if he is a pizza boy. That's not what I'm saying. I just like some of the opinions are.
Time out, he said, Pedro.
Everybody, take a breath. Everybody, take a breath. Let's not call each other pizza.
Everybody,
I'm going to bow out here.
Consider those are fighting words in Roy's. All right, so let's not call each other pizza. Time out. Hold on. I want to try to keep it on topic. Okay, we're talking about DoorDash manipulation.
We're on YouTube, guys.
It could go, but let's try to keep it on topic. Okay, I think it's interesting because I think the point about like a W-2 and food delivery, because we're talking about scam manipulation. I think we can be manipulated in W-2 sometimes too, right? I think there's, I think Kevin brought it up earlier. I think we, a lot of companies do similar tactics to make us feel a certain way, to make us do a certain job, right? But as far as DoorDash is concerned, I think a lot of us are mostly frustrated because now we have to work more, or we have to do things we might not want to do. Gig Bell Toles said it earlier. Hey, sometimes I feel like I get mad if I got to take this order, but I don't want to, but maybe there's a benefit to it. So I think the frustration is we're working more hours, or we're doing more deliveries for the same money or less money. And I think that's kind of the issue for a lot of people. Well, what do you guys say to that?
I mean, I'd take about 100. I'd deliver about 100 orders a week on DoorDash.
Yeah. That's
a week.
Yeah.
You can do that in 3 days. I mean, that's not.
I mean, I only work 30 hours.
I do this a month.
You'd be surprised, really.
No, hold up, guys. 100 deliveries a week is way more than the average DoorDash driver. You guys realize that, right? The average driver does like 20.
I do about 100. I do about 150.
Yeah, but the average person does like 25 a week.
Well, I'm on bike. I'm doing
a lot of markets.
Yeah, the majority.
I'm on bike. I'm doing about 130, 140 a month.
They kind of want you doing that, honestly. They want you being a part-timer. They like it. And I'm saying that because they seem to reward me more the more I'm a part-timer. So
also I want to drop in and say this. These companies have never advertised this work as full-time. Ever.
Yeah.
Not once.
Well,
not once.
Hasn't.
Yeah, you're right.
The word side hustle.
None of them have. None of them. As far as food delivery, none of them have.
Yeah.
Show me that.
Well, but
show me
but
that.
They want you to doing 100 delivery a month for Beat Up Dasher. How are you doing 100 delivery if you be part time? How you do?
That's
they don't
like,
have to
hold on, what
advertise.
is?
They don't have to advertise. The best advertisement out there is word of mouth. They don't have to advertise. So when Pedro started doing DoorDash, making $1,500 a week, guess what? Pedro did a YouTube channel telling everybody, hey, I make $1,500 a week. Now, granted, there's not a lot of motherfuckers on YouTube, but hey, that one person that watched Pedro make $1,500 goes out and makes $1,500. He tells his wife, why don't you go do DoorDash, make $1,500? And it's just a vicious cycle that goes on and on and on. And they don't have to advertise because word of mouth is the best advertisement.
Yeah, you're right.
And that referral bonus.
In my area, I was the first biker in my area, and because I talk too much, we're now 15 or 20 bikers on DoorDash, and I'm like, fuck, why y'all stole my order? Because you said there's a good money on DoorDash. I'm like, fuck, go away.
I do that
The number one video on Pedro's YouTube is
like,
DoorDash tips, learning and tricks for new drivers.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
The second top
Pedro,
video is every DoorDash Uber
I'm gonna leave.
It was nice meeting you.
Hey,
you were
Pedro.
very nice.
Yes.
Hey, Pedro, you told me to give you an update. I had blood work this week. I'm sure everything is fine, but I'll give you an update when I know. But everything looks really good. So hopefully I'm in the clear and I don't have to do this anymore this year.
I hear you.
So
God bless
what
you.
I'm going to say, thank you. So you and I had a conversation a while back about why we do this. And it's not because I want to work 45 or 50 hours a week. It's because that's my discipline. And that is what I have scheduled myself for. And I work no more than that. So the bottom line is this. That's my discipline. And you and I talked about discipline when you're a gig worker and an independent contractor. So do I think these apps are getting over on me? In a way, yes. But I only work them when I want to work them. I don't work them because I have to work them. That's the bottom line. So they're going to keep doing this crap and they're going to keep changing the rules and they're going to keep doing the tiered system and because all the apps do it. It's what you want to work, how you want to work it for you, not because they tell you to. That's how I work my gig work. I do it how I say I want to do it, period. And that's the end of it. So they're going to always continue to change. They're going to always do these, oh, look at this. There's a new get Top Dasher and then you get this more stuff. You don't get shit. And you have to go in it knowing you don't get shit, period. That's it. And if you don't want to do this, go get a W-2 job and go punch a clock. That's how it works. I mean, there's kind of no point in griping about it because all of us are still door dashing. All of us are still doing Instacart. All of us are still doing Spark. We're still doing it. The only difference between us and new people is we know how to do it. And we know how to keep our money made and do it in the hours that we want to do it. That's it. So with that, it was nice talking with everybody. Pedro, I will see you, I'm sure, on another live. And good night, because it is too damn hot to be out in my car.
Good night.
So good night, everybody. I will see you down the road.
All right.
Pedro's number one video is tips and tricks, right? And then it got into earnings. And there's a lot of guys on YouTube that talk about it's easy to go on. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's easy to go on YouTube. I'm not gonna say that because I'm working on stuff myself, and I understand this is.
I try also, but
no. Yeah, I'm not gonna say that, Pedro, because I know you put in work, bro. I know you put in your hours and everything like that. So I'm not gonna debate that. But
it's as easy as you want it to be. If you want,
of course, yeah. But I'm not gonna go out there.
But yeah,
it's easy to go on YouTube and be like, yo, I'm making like $30 an hour, and then then it's not just you with the megaphone. Then everybody else goes around and like, yo, I'm making like $30 an hour. Then boom, it's online. It's a resource. Everybody knows about it.
But when she said that there's people, when she said there's people out there that can still do it, can still do this, we've heard so many gig workers say the same thing. Everybody could just do DoorDash and get by. I can't do as much on DoorDash now. I got to go to Uber Eats. Now you got people that say, oh, I can still do it, but I got 55 apps on my phone in order for me to make the same money.
Yeah,
So yeah,
you're right.
there are people out there that can do it, but it's only going to be a matter of the time before you fall into the trap that everybody else does where you can't do it. And the unfortunate, when it comes to that mindset, those are the same people that will work DoorDash, work Uber Eats until they're fucking homeless. And that's what happened.
I'll jump in here, Roy. I'm going to back you up for a second, mate. Every single close friend of mine who's done gig work full time for a prolonged period of time, they've blown their fucking cars up. Their cars are fucking done.
Well, they're not
like,
driving
shit, how do I get a new
Toyotas.
one?
What's that?
But
What the
I want to throw this out to
them?
the group. I want to throw this out to the group. Okay, so if all the gig companies are saying this is only like, casual part time, like do a little bit on the side, it's a side hustle. All your tax incentives from the government are saying, hey, like we're not supporting this for like full time, big time. It's to support doing a little bit on the side. Why push it to the full time for it? Why push it against what the companies are saying and what your tax incentives are saying? You're fighting a tide here.
Well, I mean, here's the thing, though.
A tide of full-time workers who make money? How's that a problem?
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, though.
Right.
This isn't like there's a lot of people that do contract work. Like I do camera work, and that's a lot of 1099 stuff too. And people make a full-time living off of 1099, and they pay health insurance, and they do it. They deduct their cameras, their studio. They use
Absolutely.
Yep. I'm looking to use the space here I have right now as a studio. As an office, and to tell Biden about it, so Biden doesn't freaking charge me whatever $1,000. That's when it gets into taxes, that's very subjective in my opinion, especially here in the United States.
But there's
ways to work around it, and I want to work around paying taxes.
Comments like this is the funny shit that makes me laugh. You have somebody like this guy right here up here, Dennis, talking about what was his comment? Roy, please stop talking about gig work just because you fail. Stop throwing shade at. I'm not throwing shade at anybody. And first of all, bro, I was a lot more successful at gig work than you ever were, Dennis. Okay, I look at the situation I was in at the time and what was going to benefit me more.
14-second Camaro. What the hell are you talking about?
We know dead ass. You fucking failed at gig work. You said it multiple fucking times. You failed at gig work. I could actually go on my app right now and probably still make more than you doing gig work. I know how to do my shit. I did my shit very well, but I looked at the differences. Do I want to continue beating my car up every day? Because guess what? I make upwards of $900 a week, homie. Okay, I drive less than 40 miles a day. I work 7 hours a day, only 5 days a week. And that's what I'm making being a pizza boy, as everybody wants to call me. So don't talk crap to me, homie. I got a life. I make good money. And I ain't beating my fucking car up because I put less than 200 miles away.
Okay, Roy saw the writing in the wall.
Chill with that. Chill with that. I looked into the future. I see that shit. I see it on YouTube. Remember, I'm in everybody's shit on YouTube. I constantly see the same people complaining, but yet they're still doing it. I saw the writing on the wall early, and I said, you know what? This is going to end up being a dead-ass deal. So let me go somewhere. Plus, I'm an older guy. I got benefits. I got paid time off. I got insurance. What the fuck do you have, bro?
Right.
You got to live off California shitty-ass liberal shithole government. So don't come in here talking shit about me being unsuccessful, fucker, okay? Because you've been on your channel bitching. I couldn't do it. That's why I had to go live with a female to pay your bills. So don't even come at me, motherfucker. All right? Like that. There you go, Roy. Don't ever come at me sideways like that because...
What am I missing here?
There's someone comment about
schizophrenic hallucination. Roy,
somebody called him a pizza boy.
Living out. Some motherfucker living out.
No, I'm just
California
trying.
Government because they fucking suck.
Look the chat, Pedro. The chat.
I'm done. Well, the chat.
Asshole.
Yeah.
Roy, I never meant that as an insult. My point was just
the trolls.
You can't
sit there and tell me
be insulting gig workers for wanting to